What's up, guys? Welcome back to Pod and Play Season 3 here on Nerds Gone Rogue. We are taking a look at Batman Arkham Knight, Rocksteady's ending to their Batman Arkham trilogy, or so we think as of right now. I'm Corey. Joining me, as always, is Eddie V, Edward Varnell.
Hello, everybody.
That retro code. And this is our second superhero game this season. Infamous First Light being the first one. And now Arkham Knight. I'm very excited because I've never played Arkham Knight.
Me neither.
So I'm starting from the beginning. I've played all three of the other games. I played Arkham City and Arkham Origins on Wii U. Some argue that's not the correct way to play those games, but I tell you, your corrections are wrong. So
yeah, I have Origins on. Is it Origins or Origins?
Origins.
Origins again. I have Origins on Wii U. I beat Asylum and City on PS3.
Yeah, I played Asylum on Xbox 360. I kind of wish they would have ported that game to the Wii U too, just so I would have all three of them there. But
right,
I do have Return to Arkham on my Xbox One. So, what's happening here?
Cutscenes.
I don't really understand what this is.
I remember this game being controversial from the very beginning.
Yeah, I do too.
The DLC shenanigans, the PC version not being playable. Like, this game went through some craziness.
Yeah, this game definitely went through a bunch of controversy. Like, aside from the season pass and whatever, like, aside from all that, I remember this game really getting a lot of heat for, like, what am I supposed to do here? Oh, fire didn't start. I just remember this game really getting oh, am I just supposed to keep doing stuff? I don't. Okay, I guess I'm supposed to do that. With the Batmobile sections, because one of the things was they felt like they had to add something to the game to make it different.
Mm-hmm.
And that they had to add something to make it feel different from Arkham City, and they added the Batmobile tank levels, which a lot of people didn't really care for. And then their season pass was $50, and they announced the season pass without announcing what was in the season pass, which got a lot of flack. And then it was $50. The season pass was $50, and I guess like the Batgirl DLC was okay. Well, I guess the Batgirl DLC was pretty good, and then the rest of the DLC was okay. But like, it started that trend of companies really starting to release season passes and nobody really knowing what was in it.
Yeah, Fallout is a big one.
So like, I think that was like the big issue with the season pass was you're charging me $50 without telling me what I'm paying for, and that was like a big deal.
And then when everybody got all the season pass and all the stuff, it was like an hour and a half to 3 hours worth of content.
Yeah. So I mean, it's one of those weird things. And now you can get this game and the season pass for like $20. So like, the beginning of this generation went through a really big learning curve of like companies trying to figure out how to monetize games, which you could argue we're still doing that now, but they went through this phase of really trying to figure out how to monetize games without actually raising the price of the game. And they last gen, the online passes were a thing, and then they quickly did away with those. And then what's happening? Oh, and then season passes kind of started, and Borderlands kind of popularized the season pass in Call of Duty with map packs, and But they were like cheaper. They were like 15 and $20, and I still think like the Borderlands DLC was like I don't know if you like Borderlands or not, but the amount of content you got for that extra $20 was like pretty good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and then they started charging more. Ooh, what is happening? Who is this creepy guy? Oh, that's gross. That guy's face is gross. So I think I'm hallucinating. That's gross. But then there was like man, it's really hard to talk and play at the same time. Wow, that was gross. So there was just a lot of crazy season pass shenanigans, and then season passes started getting more expensive. $40, $50, even $60 in some cases of season pass. Like, that's insane. Like, the Call of Duty started putting out $50 season passes, and EA started putting out $50 season passes for their map packs and stuff, and that's just like, that's insane. Just charge like more money for your game at that point, So, but yeah, Batman was definitely one of the games that was kind of put under a lot of people complained about it.
Scarecrow.
Yeah. Ooh.
The only people left on the streets are the short that enjoy the chaos. Gotham spotted. Scum.
But I actually really like the directions of these games. Like, I think I like the different take on the villains, like the art style of the villains and stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not like the biggest comic book fan. I'm not really the biggest Batman fan, but I like it when they take a darker take on Batman. I think a lot of people relate to Batman just because he's like, yeah, he's a rich guy, but he's like pretty much a normal dude that just knows a lot of different karate moves and has a bunch of cool gadgets that you can use instead of like Superman, being all powerful and whatever. So, all right, Batman. That was another thing though with this, like, not this game, but the Return to Arkham game, like that has Arkham City and Arkham Asylum in it.
Asylum, yeah.
Like, I remember like so many people were mad because they changed engine and like, it was like, I think like a lot of people thought that the PS3 and 360 versions looked better.
Yeah.
And that was like a big thing. And then that, like, also, another criticism this game got was like, when you have a city like Gotham City in a series, like, this game literally uses the same Arkham City as Arkham City, literally the same Gotham. So like, but it's hard to do something different because like, because it's a city. Like, you can't just change the city because people, like, I don't know. They were this game was in a really weird spot. and then re-releasing the other two games on a new engine, and it looked better on the other engine. Like,
Stay safe, Barbara.
it was really interesting.
Don't know how to make an entrance.
How's the evacuation going?
Last bus crossed the city limits an hour ago. I'm just glad my little girl
Okay,
got out
so-
when she did. Now the real work begins.
Any lead on
There we
Scarecrow?
go.
We
Got to
were
get to
tracking
the
an unknown
GCPD.
military vehicle speeding through Chinatown. It's the only lead we've had all night, but they gave us the slip.
I think a lot of people like these games because like it uses the same voice actors as the animated series.
I'll deal with
Do you really think Scarecrow's crazy enough to detonate a chemical weapon in Gotham?
I won't let that happen, Jim. In case you need to reach me, it's going to be a long night.
Yep.
But what are your thoughts on the Arkham games in general? Like I know we talked about licensed games and stuff and how they didn't really have they haven't been great, you know? But
This game changed combat. Like everything in it worked. So when I played Arkham Asylum, I went in knowing that this is going to be something different, and this was going to be a hit or a continual miss of mediocre superhero games. And I played Arkham Asylum and was just like, wow, this game like mixes stealth and fighting.
it really brought like a really cool simplicity to combo based combat.
Yes, it's just like it wasn't so button mashy or button heavy to like switch up your combos. It's just like you just got to know when to counter, and you knew when you had to attack. And so when I played it, I was like just kind of taken aback. I'm just like, oh, this is so good. And I stayed with the whole game because I think when I got it, it was like $20.
What, the first game?
Yeah,
Yeah, my copy is definitely in that really nasty red PlayStation Greatest Hits case.
yeah.
And then my controller is connected. Game. There we go. Okay. So.
Yeah, so I think it did a fantastic job. Just oh wow, why did I do that?
Yeah, the combat is really, really solid in these games. Like that's one of my favorite parts of this game. And like, one of the things that people don't like about Origins, which I actually really like, is the combat is faster. Like it feels a little bit faster, which I actually really like because it doesn't make Batman feel like a goof that is just like this big huge dude. He's just like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I'm coming. Which is what I actually really liked about Origins, and like, I don't know, I think Origins deserves more credit than they got, because like they kind of just like wrote that game off, you know. Whenever they talk about the Arkham games, they talk about the Arkham trilogy, and I'm like, there's 4 games. There's 4 games. I don't care if Rocksteady didn't make Origins. There's 4 games.
right.
So
I always wonder why you can never just bust through windows in any game and go into them.
yeah. Ooh, save that guy.
City's overrun. We don't stand a chance. Stay here.
the Batmobile.
What are you doing? Evening the odds.
What does even the odds mean? Oh, is this this is the introduction of the Batmobile? I'm assuming.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I enjoyed it. You know,
Oracle, I need to track that military vehicle.
All right, achievement.
Picked up the pursuit. I'm relaying it.
yeah, I enjoyed this game. When I first played it, I always thought that being able to hide back and watch them all, like see the skeletons and stuff, and then that gameplay kind of like it it was the Resident Evil kind of it was kind of not yeah, kind of the Resident Evil kind of thing about it, where where when there's a gameplay mechanic that works, you're going to see it in more games, or people are going to be deciding to use that gameplay, and so you'll see games like Sleeping Dogs who use this game. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Interrogate the soldier. So, like, so that gameplay kind of works where you attack and one button is your counter.
This guy's. Ooh. Ooh. What I mean, even in Arkham Asylum, like what I liked about it was like I loved how Metroidy it felt without like feeling forced, you know? Because like sometimes
Yes.
people are like, "Oh, it's a Metroidvania," and then it feels really forced, you know? And it was more like it was almost like Metroid meets Die Hard. You know, where you're like you're literally in this one space and you're moving throughout the space and you really have to learn the layout of the space to you know, do what you need to do.
Yes.
And I thought it was really cool. And like when you got the glue gun, you could go into special places and you know, depending on what days you played, like you went to Calendar Man's room and he would say different things and give you hints on things on certain holidays. Like it was really cool.
You're not kidding.
Like they've put a lot of love and attention into these games.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, they did. I think I kind of like if you hit the people in this game, there's like a barrier
Yeah.
that like I guess like knocks them or something like. Oh crap. Okay. Let's see if I have to get out.
Which way do I gotta go now?
Man, I can't believe how quick they got everyone out of the city. We should make this a regular thing.
There's balloons and all this other stuff.
Also, I remember the one thing everybody was always mad about was like, the city feels really empty.
You're right, and it shows you that it's empty because all the people got out of town.
Yeah, and it's like, well, doesn't seem really that realistic, but whatever.
But hey, I mean, for them to get out of town and not be, and for them not being affected, it's like,
Yeah, right.
The doors are locked. I'll have to find another way in.
The doors are locked. How do I get in? Oh, this window? This sounds like a good idea.
Look who it is. I can't say I'm surprised. You should really review your security. I've seen
But I still think Asylum is probably the best game in this series.
Yeah.
Just in terms of like the simpler scope really changed a lot of things.
things a little more interesting.
I remember so many people were hoping that Superman would get made, and mm, like Superman would get made, and 1 second, the Rocksteady will be debuting that game at E3, and it's just like that one's going to be a little bit more troublesome.
Yeah. Ooh.
Nothing like a little natural immunity.
Yeah, I always wondered what Rocksteady, well, not always, but like I wonder what Rocksteady's take on Superman could be. Just I don't know. Superman's like a really really hard character to like convey, especially because he's always so overpowered a lot of the time.
No, hello.
Tell me.
And what
Wow.
Then I burn every plant in Gotham.
Poison Ivy you going to capture? Like really?
started with the meeting.
What meeting?
Everyone was there. Penguin, Two-Face, Riddler, even poor Harley. Scarecrow said that
And this would be considered as like when we talked on the Witcher 3, like this open world RPG style game.
I believe
Yeah.
that's the idea.
Yeah, because they added a lot of RPG elements to this game. I if I remember correctly,
And when I came
like you can use experience points to level stuff up.
Yeah.
to share his vile toxin has no effect on me.
I mean, I wouldn't really consider this an RPG per se. I would say it's more like a open world.
It's an action adventure game. but
Yeah, it's like an open world
Yeah.
action game with RPG elements, I would say.
yes.
So, I mean, like every game has RPG elements in it now. Even freaking Madden has RPG elements in it. But
I would never understand why. Why does that genre need RPG elements?
What's wrong?
ooh, what's happening? Tanks, tanks.
Go, go, go! We got the target, sir. He's cornered. Don't move. Are you sure it's him? Confirmed. It's Batman.
All right, so this is.
They have backing the mafia's unmanned. Good. I thought this would be tough. But took it.
I guess we'll use a battering. Oh, Batmobile. Okay. This Batmobile, man.
60mm cannon operational.
Interesting. Where did it go? It just disintegrated that tank. What the heck?
Batman, I spotted 6 more unmanned tanks moving through Chinatown. They'll be there any second.
I don't get it. Wait. I don't... Why am I remotely controlling the Batmobile? How do I get out of here? How do I get out of the Batmobile?
There we go.
Oh, the other big controversy about this game too was like they they said they created this whole new character for this game, and this game was basically the Red Hood storyline.
Yeah.
Spoilers for people, but sorry, this game's 4 years old. And like, you know, they're like, oh no, that's not what we're doing, and it's like exactly what they did. You know, like even down to the point where like Jason Todd is like the Arkham Knight. Like that was like one of the really big early leaked spoilers or whatever. So
I don't know why, but I'm like, okay, that's. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is when you had to. It just teach you so much in so little time. Just like,
I need to know where those tanks are coming from.
I'm tracking several transport helicopters moving into the city. They're a mile away.
I mean, which is fine. Like I don't really care. I like the Red Hood storyline. It just it's kind of a strange thing that they just did that.
put it in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder why this game. Some people feel like it's good, but it feels disjointed in a sense.
Yeah. Yeah, but to me, like these games have always felt that way. You know, especially the open world ones have always felt like why, you know?
I think because of the story and the way that those games were laid out were better than this game. Like we mentioned earlier, it's just like yeah, the production is good, but that's that might be a problem with some people that the production is good, but it's not everything. Um, that this game should just be about.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I don't know. I think it does this destroy charge. How do I do that?
I mean, from what I'm playing, I'm enjoying it. Like, this is not a
Ooh, that's a cool.
this is not a bad game. Just got to get used to stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think any of them are really bad games at all. You know, I wasn't trying to insinuate that. I was just like,
I'm just trying to figure out why. Can you reverse in this game?
it's X is reverse.
Okay.
And the bat tank stuff is kind of interesting.
This is much.
I need to power up the secondary weapon to level 2 before firing.
Oh, how do I do that? I guess that's okay.
Taking damage depletes weapon energy. Chart of missile barrage to level 2 and destroy 4 active targets to complete diagnostic tests.
That sounds like a terrible idea. I don't understand how to charge the.
Charge what? Missile barrage?
Yeah.
Or you just keep shooting it?
Okay, I get it now. Okay, I see it. I see what it means now. Okay. You got to charge those 2 meters, both meters up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Missile barrage level 2 ready.
I need to power up the secondary weapon to level 2 before firing.
Oh, then how do I guess I don't really understand how I'm supposed to kill all these at once.
You got to do the barrage meter, level 2.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, it says I have to kill 4 tanks at once to complete the test, and I don't really know how to do that.
When you get it to level 2, it'll give you those 4. So
Missile barrage level 2 ready.
got it.
Well,
I need to power up the secondary weapon to level 2 before firing.
I don't know how to get 4 of them.
I mean, I guess just gotta wait till all of them come and then just do the square 4 times. Because that's what I did, and I ended up beating it.
Oh, oh.
I love that they could destroy their own.
Well, how am I supposed to get all 4 of them in the same area? They're all just running away.
I need to power up the secondary weapon to level 2 before
Of
firing.
course. Well. Well, Ed, I have a question for you. Since
Yes.
I keep screwing this up and there's silence.
We were focusing on the game. Go ahead.
What superhero would you like to see them make a game out of?
Iron Fist.
Iron Fist?
Oh. Mhm.
That's interesting.
I think because it's more of a martial arts game with him, I kind of would love to see like him being in a stylish action game. You know, because to me, like Spider-Man and Spawn and all of the kind of known characters, they've gotten their games, and some been good, some of them been terrible. And I think Iron Fist will like kind of benefit from uh still probably from an open world action style game, but I would love to be like in a Devil May Cry level based action game. You know, and or it could even be 2D brawler. Oh, like a 7 level 2D brawler. But like Iron Fist, I would love to go with.
Why? I guess, like, why Iron Fist?
Uh, because okay. So I love martial arts. I love action, ninja movies, good or bad. Uh, Great choreography and stuff. And I've been intrigued by the Iron Fist when I went to the comic book shop, and I picked up one of the books up. You know, and not so much the TV show on Netflix or anything, but
Ooh.
I was kind of,
That show is
I
not
was kind of.
not great.
It's okay. It's okay. I think, for him, for that character, I think he needs to be a little bit muscular, and I think they need a better fight scene. Since he definitely needs a haircut. I know that much. That hair was not uh wasn't up to snuff for me. Um, but I I thought he was an intriguing character that I was just like, you know what, I would like to see more of him, like get to know his story and see what makes him what makes him a great superhero. So that would be my pick. Uh, like Captain America already had this arcade game, and it's a little Super Nintendo game. Um,
He also had a very bad 360 PS3 game,
Very true.
which
That
for some
that
reason
is.
is worth a lot of money if you have it.
Let's see. Yeah, but that would be my like Luke Cage. Mm, not so much. Uh, use the missions to that screen. Uh, I forgot you got to do all his riddles to like get the actual ending. Yeah. Yeah. Like Luke Cage, probably, but I don't know how they would do that. I think his would kind of be a bit boring because it's just like, well, he's not really supposed to take damage.
Yeah,
But
he can't take damage and he's super strong. Like, how are you supposed to have a video game surrounding that? That's like the same thing about Superman, you know? At least Superman has
yeah,
other powers that you can play with, but, like, you know, it's strange.
not like everybody got kryptonite in them or anything.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I know one of the best Batman games that I played though. Before you get into your answer, Corey, was Batman for the NES.
Ah, the Sunsoft
For
one?
yes.
Man. I had the Game Boy version of that.
I feel so bad for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'd never played it because I was way too into Fall of the Foot Clan to even care about Batman. Very underrated Game Boy game, by the way. Those
Very
Ninja
true.
Turtle ones. Pretty good for Game Boy.
But who would you choose? And yes, Deadpool already has this game.
I know.
so-
I was thinking about that, but like, I would want one based on the movie, and I would want Ryan Reynolds to do it. And I don't know if they would go that far to do that.
Mhm.
You know, I think it would be cool to. I think that would be cool. I think it would actually be really cool if like they did it like the Arkham games, but like more like. No, actually, I would want like if they were to do a Deadpool game, I'd want it to be more in vein of like DMC or Bayonetta.
Mhm.
You know, probably more DMC because he's got the guns and like he's basically Deadpool and of you know like a demon version of Deadpool. But honestly, I've been actually wanting a Green Arrow game for a long time.
Oh, that's interesting.
In the vein of Arkham Asylum, but like I would want it to feel more like Tomb Raider,
Uh huh.
you know, with the bow and arrow and like maybe some interesting melee combat. Jesse, Jesse just messaged us in the message chat. He sent
Yes.
a photo. Looks like you got Resident Evil 7. Nice. Nice.
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil 7.
Which is funny. I got to play with a good friend of mine on Twitter. Call him my hubs. We got to play Resident Evil 5.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he has the Magnum. Yeah. Directly over. L1.
Mission select. What? There's mission selects now? I guess we'll go here. Hold on. Oh, no. I don't... This is where this game kind of, like, changes paces when you get into the... When you, like... I remember people complaining about this, too. Where, like... I don't know. That when, like, your home base is the police station instead of just, like, hanging out in the city.
Uh-huh. I traded some stuff in. I don't play for it.
I think he said he didn't pay for it, which is cool. I mean, how do I get out of here now? Alright, the exit. Where am I at? Okay, I'm over here. How do I get out of the police station? But I thought a Green Arrow game would be cool because it would basically be this because he's got all the cool gadgets and stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, a Riddler trophy? Oh, evidence room. Okay. But, like, he would have, like, the bow and arrow, so you could have, like, the ranged combat. And, like, you know, they kind of follow the same villain stuff, so you could do, like, the Ra's al Ghul stuff, or... Even though I know that's more of a Batman villain, but, you know, if they went the route of the TV show, like, they could do some interesting stuff. He's got cool sidekicks that maybe you could switch between. So... Ed, I don't know how to get out of the police station. Exit this way. Okay.
When you meet the place where
This is the evidence room. I want the exit. Get me out of here! I feel like I just walked in a big circle. Ed, how do I get out of here? Exit this way. Okay. I exited. But I think that there's a lot of cool things you could do with Green Arrow on top of, like, just the combat stuff. So that would be cool. You know, I don't really care a lot about, like, I don't know. There's other DC villains I'm sure people want. Like, it'd be really hard to design a game around the Flash, even though I really like that TV show. I think it would be hard to design something around, like, you know, like Aquaman. I think it would be super hard to design a game around.
Yeah, I remember because I close to Six Flags Great America, and we got Batman the roller coaster, and we still got it up. And the first time that it debuted, my sister, my cousins, it was like a couple of our friends and stuff. It was like 7 of us, and Batman the movie had just came out, or it was out around that time, and there was playing a Party Man in the waiting line. So we just like we love Party Man. It's just like watching that video, hearing Prince sing. It took not us, just us seven dancing to it. The whole line of people were just dancing to this song, and that's how powerful people knew about the Batman soundtrack.
Yeah.
And I don't think that if there's ever been another song, another supervillain or superhero soundtrack that's been moving. Like you got Prince and sitting. Well, Seal is more. Is Seal was Kiss from the Rose of Grey. That wasn't the first Batman. I think that was Batman Returns. But Prince did like most of the Batman soundtrack, and you don't get that no more in like superhero movies.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like I remember Seal did the soundtrack to the one movie. What I don't even remember at this point because the only movie I really care about is the first one with Michael Keaton, and then like the Dark Knight trilogy is good. But yeah, I don't really the just like Batman and Robin and Batman Forever just not great movies. I'm sorry. They're just not.
I think Batman and Batman Return are like the best one.
Yeah.
After that, I don't know what the world happened.
Yeah, nobody really knows. I mean, even you could even argue Batman Returns, the second half of that movie is kind of weird.
Very true.
Also, Billy D. Williams in the first movie is Harvey Dent, and then they use Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face. Come on.
Yeah, that seems very, very odd. Like, Two-Face, I don't know.
That purple, like, it's bad.
And yeah, Tommy Lee just didn't look. I'm just like, dude, you're old. Like, I
Dude,
don't
Tommy
know.
Lee Jones has been old for like 50 years. I don't even remember a
Very
time when
true.
Tommy Lee Jones wasn't old. Like, he was old in Men in Black, and that movie's 25 years old at this point. Oh, what a great movie that was, though. Men in Black. It's a great movie.
I did not enjoy that movie. I didn't think it was funny or entertaining. I'm sorry. Which is weird because I say that about Men in Black, but then I kind of enjoyed Spawn when it came out. Spawn is hard to go back to now. But
What if they, like, I know they're making Spawn, like, the movie. Aren't they making a new Spawn movie with Jamie Foxx? Isn't he going to play Spawn?
yeah. Oh, did you ever get to see the cartoon of Spawn on from HBO?
No, I've never even seen the movie.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I probably should have at some point, but I just didn't. I don't know why.
No problem with that. But go ahead. Russ.
I could see them making a Spawn game when that movie comes out. That's something. I could see them wanting to make like an Arkham style Spawn game. You know. Honestly.
Right. Because I mean, he could use the chains. He could use his fist. Like, I could see that happening.
Yeah.
And I think they could do really good. It's very weird. I think sixth grade, I was buying the Spawn comics and trying to draw like Todd McFarlane. and I can never get his art style. I can never draw comics.
Yeah, he's got a particular style about him that I like. Do you- okay, here's a question for you. Kind of going off that.
Yes.
Do you think Spawn can thrive in a non late 90s early 2000s or movie atmosphere? Do you think they could do something cool with Spawn?
Is the power winch ready for deployment?
Um,
Or do you think it's just going to come off as cheesy and over the top and something that today's audiences don't want?
Read my mind.
I think I think it could work, and with it being gritty, I think they just need a beefier person to do it. You kind of got to get the right tone for it. Because what's going to happen is that people who don't know about Spawn and don't know his tonality, he's kind of the Punisher, but
Do you think?
mixed in with
Do you,
death.
do you think Jamie Foxx is a good pick for Spawn?
Yes, because I think Jamie Foxx has had some serious roles, and I think he can pull it off. Michael Jai Wright did a good job also because Spawn as a main character, the person before he came up, it was a black family, and before his wife got killed and everything. No, his wife. No, he got killed. That's right. Uh, for that to happen, you need a black actor
Yeah.
for that, and I think Jamie Foxx can do it. I think he's gonna be like the loving dad and loving husband, and then wherever way that he gets killed, and how that all gets set up. Um, I think we'll be able to see. Uh, I think we'll be able to see how that all comes about, because it's gonna be CGI,
Mhm.
like crazy, and I think with Spawn you kind of need that. Um, if you're going to do like costumes and stuff,
Yeah.
here, if it does end up being cheesy and over the top, uh, then
Yeah.
the heck.
Well,
Oh. But yeah, if it does end up being cheesy,
Ed. Ed. Well, we lost Ed. So. Yeah. We lost you. Ed?
yeah, the call got dropped.
Oh. Yeah, it did. It was weird.
Oh, that's weird.
It was weird. But I mean, it's okay. I mean, we're hitting that hour. What? Sorry.
Oh, just the last thing about the Spawn thing. If it's gonna be cheesy, I was just gonna say that the one-liners has to be memorable. The death's got to be like really cool. And the plot is gonna probably be silly, but it's gotta kind of come out with a big ending.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually interested to see what they can do with the Spawn movie. I want to see his take on it. I want to see Jamie Foxx's take on it. I want to see like how they do it. So it's gonna be interesting, I think, for sure. So, but what? Why is it? Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. I don't know what this is gonna do, but interesting enough, I guess. Am I supposed to go down here? Nope. Okay.
Oh, you froze for a bit.
Yeah, I don't know. Something's happening, but it's okay. We are hitting the hour mark anyway, so this has been Pod and Play on Nerds Gone Rogue. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to watch every Saturday through November for season 3. Check out our previous seasons on demand on our YouTube page and on ngrradio.com. Check out our family of podcasts, including Arsenal X and Nerds Gone Platinum. I like to plug the shows that this game is available on. But also download Nintendo Power Block and Nerds Gone Rogue, our other 2 shows on your podcast service of choice. Let's see what else. Like, subscribe, and share. Remember to check out our other content, including Squad Goals and Royale with Cheese. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, we love you.
Bye, everybody.